Hello, hello, beautiful sacred feminines. We are going to try something new today. I've been wanting to do this for quite some time, and that's do a little reading for us as we're working through the wounded feminine energies and moving into the sacred feminine energies, healthier expressions of the feminine. So today is a new moon. It was last night actually, but we're in that energy still. And it's a new moon in Gemini, which is Gemini's the communication, you know. So this is cards are an amazing communication tool. Our higher selves communicate to us, our guides, our wisdom beings, universe, whatever speaks to you, whatever terminology you want to use. But it's an excellent tool for communication and to bring so much wisdom through. So I thought this would be the perfect time to get started on this. So do bear with me though, because we usually, when I do readings for myself and readings, I I'm not on camera, so I'm able to, you know, sit and ponder a little bit more and contemplate what's coming through. So we're just going to work with this and see what's going on. And I have my rose quartz here, so you know I'm serious about this. It's very spiritual. Highly recommended, though, if you don't have any rose quartz, to get some. It's the most soothing, loving, divine love energy. It's just, it's a beautiful stone. So highly recommended. And I've been really feeling a lot more connection with divine love. You know, it used to be more of a mental construct for me, like just wanting to connect with that energy of love more, but it wasn't like fully embodied in my heart. And it's really been, I've just had a real shift and real opening of my heart chakra, I guess. And it's so nice. So I just feel really drawn to work with this stone right now. So if that's something that that speaks to you, you know, if you're working to come down into your heart more, you know, because that's a big piece of the working with the wounded feminine and the sacred feminine, and it's coming down into our hearts, and we're moving out of the mind so much that we've been so inundated with in this patriarchal society. There's an over influence, that's not the word, over dependence on the mind. So we're trying to move down into our hearts, and yeah, rose quartz is a really helpful stone for that. So okay, let's see what we've got here. Calling in the beautiful energies of the Mother Earth, Father Sun, all the amazing planetary energies that we work with, wisdom frequencies of the highest love and the highest order, our archangels, our guides, our spirit helpers, animal helpers, plant frequencies, any energies that we connect with, any frequencies, high vibration frequencies that we connect with, and that really speak to us. Working with our ancestors as well. Wisdom comes through our amazing ancestors. Really looking for words of wisdom, any messages that come through to support us around this Gemini new moon energy, and what's ready to release, and what needs to be brought to our attention. We'll just keep it simple with that. So great, thank you, Spirit. Okay, I think we'll leave it with those. Beautiful. We've got the Star card, the Hanged Man in reverse, and the Fool. The Star card for me is such a spiritual card. It's really opening to our divine feminine in just a really higher consciousness way. She is deeply connected to the earth and to the energies of water, which are her emotions and the unconscious. And she's got both. She's pouring water into the earth and into the water. So it's a coming together of I'm kind of looking at this as like our 3D world and our consciousness, our spiritual world, you know, bringing the two together in a more healthy, nourishing both of them, you know, not just too focused on one or the other. And that could also be, if we think of the 3D world, maybe we can think of that as like the mind, also the Gemini energies there, but more just you know, really, she's just saying here, she's like, she's naked. She's comfortable, she's content, she's just doing her thing. She is out there. The stars are shining, she's illuminated, she's awakening. It's brilliant, it's beautiful. She's just so confident in herself and just really nourishing. She's nourishing both parts of herself, the 3D world, the earth energies, the tangible, the body, nourishing her body, and she's nourishing the intuition and the flow and the emotional aspect of herself. And maybe she's bringing more emotions into that tangible world. It's just a very nourishing, loving card. And we've even got a bird in there, which is kind of like the Gemini energies, the mind, you know, air energies. So all those stars are just really, there's such illumination going on right now. We're really coming into ourselves in our sacred feminine energies. So that is, I just love that card. It's a very connected, open card. It's kind of at the end. This is after the Tower, you know, after a big breakdown of and a demolition of so much, when something has fallen out of your life completely, and just you know, destruction, demolition, things that had to go in order for you to move forward into your into a new awakening, into a healthier consciousness for yourself, into the next path. You know, this is after that demolition, after that destruction of what absolutely was necessary to go to help you to move along. She comes into this amazing contentment, and she's just so nourished, and she's so confident in herself, and she's just like, yes, she's focused. You see how focused she is. It's just, it's a gorgeous energy. This is definitely one of my favorite cards. I love it. And then we have the Hanged Man. Oh, I said it was in reverse, but it's not in reverse because he's hanging upside down. That's too funny. Wow. So for me, the Hanged Man is all about like this new perspective, like really looking at our world in a whole new way. Now that we've demolished so much and taken out so much, and we're stepping strong into this confidence and this new way of being, how do we start looking at our world with new eyes and a fresh perspective, and start working in a different way, letting go of, again, those old ways that didn't serve us and not returning to them? I mean, that's the Tower. It's destruction. It's gone. We can't really return back to it. But so that's a whole new, brand new perspective. And then we have the Fool card. I mean, what? This is brilliant. It's time to move. It's time to start fresh and new beginnings. So with that confidence and clarity of the Star card, with that confidence and nourishment and just being so in herself and so in her power, we're getting that new perspective. We're seeing things in a whole new way, and we are ready to move forward and take chances and do things in a whole new way for ourselves. And we're excited about the adventure. We're excited about the opportunities that are coming our way, and we're not mired in, you see, he is not looking back. He's just like carefree and going for it. And he's like, yeah, let's just see what happens, you know, let go of the past, let go. It's behind him. It's behind him. This is a new, but this is also like the beginning, the very beginning of the tarot, or the end, depending on how you want to look at it. But he's like beginning. He's ready for some new adventures. So I feel that that's what's going on for us right now. I don't know if you can hear up there. There's like, I think acorns or something falling on top of my bus. I live in my convert shuttle bus, for you, to those of you that don't know. So you know, out in nature, I never know what I'm gonna run into. But right now it's, I think, acorns falling on top of my car, so, or my bus. So but yeah, that's just really, that feels so great for this new moon energy, which is all about, it's planting seeds and new beginnings. So what are the seeds that you're ready to plant from this new, confident, courageous part of yourself? And that doesn't mean that maybe every bit of you is feeling confident and courageous and just like totally rocking this out, but there's parts of you that are. There's parts of you that have been through it. You've let some things go, some really big, heavy, dense energies that have just like, and it's been painful. It's been rough. This has been a really tough journey. But on the other side of that turmoil and the, you know, the drama, the trauma, the stuff that we're letting go of, on the other side of that is just so much growth and so much confidence in ourselves that we can move forward. And we're just new people. We're new energies now, and it's beautiful and brilliant, and we are seeing the world in a new way. And how do we take that in? How do we like really recognize how we are different and how we are seeing the world in a new way? and we are approaching it from a new perspective. And then how do we take that forward? What do we want to do with that energy? And what are our next steps? How do we just keep going? And in adventurous way, excitement, being in our hearts, and the creativity and the aliveness and the childlike nature and quality of the Fool. And he's just ready to go. And again, he's not worrying about anything. He's just excited about the adventure. So how do we embody that and move forward in this powerful new moon energy? What are the seeds that you want to plant to support yourself in moving forward with these new awarenesses, with these new understandings? This is such an exciting time to be alive on the planet here, and I know that each one of us chose to be here at this specific time so that we could do this powerful growth. We could have these big experiences. We could move through. We could help to clear the wounded feminine from ourselves, from the collective, from the planet, and we can move into this brand new earth consciousness, this higher sacred feminine expression, the healing, the love, releasing the fear, stepping into the love. It's a beautiful time. It's an intense ride, and we came here for this, and I trust that. So how do we move forward now that we're just really we're coming into our power? We really are, even though it might seem chaotic and stressful and like, whoa, there's some parts of ourselves that are really strengthened and really alive right now and really just ready to go. They're ready to do the next thing. They're ready to do the new thing. What is the new thing that you're calling in right now in this Gemini new moon energy? What is that for yourself? Write some intentions, plant those seeds, get clear, really get into it. What are you ready to shine in the world? What are you ready to just follow your heart? How are you ready to just like go for your passion? What is your passion? How do you connect with that? And if you're not sure what that is yet, that's totally fine, because a lot of us have been so mired in some of the 3D patriarchal stuff. We've gotten very disconnected from our hearts and our intuition and our passion and our purpose. And that's part of the moving out of the wounded feminine into the sacred feminine. And the more you go along your journey, the more connected you will be to that. And the more you clear those energies, the more connected that you will be. Which reminds me, if you are interested in support around that and clearing those energies, I do energy healing and sound healing sessions. So really around clearing the wounded feminine and helping us to step strong into our sacred feminine. So check out the links if you want to explore that further with me. I would love to dive into that with you. Really, I am just so passionate about that. That's my passion and purpose, and it took me a while to really like get into that fully. So because I was mired in some other stuff. So but I'm very clear now, and this is my passion. I love it. So but yeah, let's go ahead and pull also an oracle card, and this is from this deck right here, which is just so gorgeous, the Messenger Oracle by Raven Filan. I don't know if I'm saying her name pronouncing it correctly, but okay, anything to support us with this gorgeous reading. Ooh, that was about 10 cards. That's a little too many. We only really need one here. Let's see what comes through. Taking a second here. Ooh, there we go. Wash away your burdens, which really goes so beautifully with that star card and that water element. Let it go, let it go, let it go. As we are moving into these new adventures and ready to take the next steps, do any kind of self-care practices that you need to let go and work with the grief of the loss. Maybe there's been a lot of loss, and so we recognize that and honor that. We don't get mired in the grief. We just like, yes, that's what's going on. Yes, there's grief and there's loss, and now how do I move forward? So yeah, really, I'd say, yeah, how can you work with self-care and really honor your path and honor your journey and honor all that's transpired for you so that you can move forward in a more healthy way and not take all that stuff with you, or any of it. I know a lot of it, yeah, there's just been destruction, there's been demolition, so we really need to care for ourselves on this journey as we move forward into these new exciting chapters. There's many aspects of ourselves. We are multifaceted, complex beings. So as exciting as moving into the future is, and these new opportunities and ideas and ventures that we're really excited about, new emotional patterns, new relationships, new career ideas, new inspirations, we can't ignore the fact that, you know, there's been some heavy times and we need to address that as well, because if we just push it away, it gets stuck in our bodies and then we carry it with us. So do what you need to do to honor the grief, honor the loss, honor any trauma that you've been working with, any heavy dense energies, any big emotions. You know, do what you need to do to, and get into some water. You know, get into some water, even like getting into the shower and letting the water wash over you with the intention of clearing those heavy energies. Very powerful practice. If you can get into a body of water, that's really lovely. The ocean is especially nourishing and rejuvenating and refreshing. All that movement of the waves just really helps to clear and release and nurture and cherish and hold us so beautifully. It's gorgeous energy. So but any kind of river that's moving too as well, really helpful for a release. Really helpful for that. Yeah, so those are the cards for this new moon right now, and for the week, and for what's going on. You know, did you notice that we have all three cards of the tarot we pulled are major arcana cards? They're major. These are big life themes that we're working with here. There's no minor arcana cards that came out here. So these are big themes that we're working with. This isn't just like transient energy. This is what we're in right now, and we're ready to move forward, and that's just super exciting. So I think with that, I felt like I had something else that wanted to come through. Oh, around the grief. I have now added a new grief healing circle to my repertoire, to my offerings. So every month we're going to have a beautiful grief healing circle to acknowledge and honor the grief around the loss of so much that we're working through right now. And this is not necessarily death related loss. It's more about the loss of whatever's been going on for the past few years. We've all moved through a lot right now, and so honoring that process. Loss due to our wounded feminine experience, loss of our connection to our bodies, connection to a healthy sexuality, loss of connection to ourselves, to our hearts, to our intuitions, our psychic abilities, loss of our connection to our passion and purpose, loss of our connection to our power. You know, there's just so many ways that we've given it away, or it's been taken away. So we need to honor that, recognize it, move out of victim consciousness, embrace what is, and how do we move forward. But honoring that grief is really important for us, and it's so beautiful when we all come together and hold space for each other to do that. And this will be we'll be using some sound healing, maybe some crystal bowls, and writing. Therapeutic writing is so powerful. We're going to go deep into it, and then we get to share with each other what's coming up and what's going on for us. So it's going to be a gorgeous circle. The first one is in I think it's happening this week, so link down below to register. These are all my healing circles are by donation, because I want them to be as accessible as possible for you, and for the feminine to really kind of move into her power, clearing away the wounded, fear-based energies, stepping strong into our sacred, healthy expressions and energies. So yeah, really exciting. I'm just so thrilled to be here with you all, and excited about all these energies that are coming through. So thank you for being here. Like, comment, subscribe, you know the thing, and turn on that notification bell. Yeah, hit the little like button. It really helps to get this out there. I'm learning, like, that's how the algorithm works. So more you like and comment, please comment. If you, even with an emoji or anything, it helps to get it out there more. So I would really appreciate that. And yeah, thank you again for being here, and I wish you a gorgeous new moon. Thank you to all of our supports, all of the beautiful energies that we connect with. Thank you, Mother Earth. Thank you, Father Sun. Thank you to all the planets, all of our angels, all of our guides, all of our power, spirit animals. Thank you to all of our frequencies. Thank you to our beautiful hearts and our souls for carrying us through and supporting us so beautifully and guiding us to the wisdom. Thank you for the wisdom coming through to support us on our journey. This is quite an adventure we're on, and we are so grateful for any support and any help along the way. So the universe is working for us, not against us. It's a beautiful collaboration when we honor it and connect in that way. We have so much power. We truly do. We've just forgotten. It's been mired under a bunch of fear. We're coming back to it. We're coming back to it. We're coming back to it. Honor yourself. Honor your power. Know you are a powerful, powerful being of love and light, having a human experience, and everything is okay, and we can do this together. We got this. Thank you, beautiful sacred feminines. I look forward to further connection with you. Bye, all.